Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hello and welcome back to Screen Hollywood, where we bring you the behind-the-scenes truth about the biggest blockbusters on the planet. I'm Adam. If you're new here, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you never miss an update. Also bookmark and subscribe to our news publication at screenhollywood.com, where we provide all the latest news and entertainment info first. And today, we have a story that is both exciting and deeply concerning for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're talking about the Fantastic Four, the first family of Marvel, the cornerstone of the comics, and the long-awaited debut of arguably the most important team in the MCU's Phase 6. The movie is currently in cinemas, and here at Screen Hollywood, we were cautiously optimistic. We wanted it to be good, and it was. But in all honesty, we suspected it might fail financially, and the early numbers are in. The reviews are fantastic, which is amazing news, but the box office numbers, they are disappointing. In fact, according to Variety's latest report, the initial financial performance of Fantastic Four is a major concern for Marvel Studios. This is a story about the complex paradox of modern Hollywood, making a genuinely good movie that simply isn't hitting the necessary financial goals. And today, we are breaking down why a good movie might be a box office failure and what that means for the future of the MCU. Let's start with the cold hard numbers. We're not seeing the kind of global opening needed for a major Marvel tentpole. While Disney and Marvel haven't released official budgets, these films easily cost upwards of $200 million, not including the astronomical global marketing spend. And for Marvel Studios, break-even isn't the goal. Break-even is for smaller studios. Marvel demands global domination. For a film like Fantastic Four, which has to set up an entire cornerstone of the MCU, it needed to be a massive financial success right out of the gate. The threshold we're looking at, the absolute bare minimum for this film to be considered a success, is $500 million globally. Anything below that, and it's a financial failure in Marvel's books. And right now, the numbers are not tracking towards that. The initial projections suggest that while the film will make money, it's not hitting the kind of numbers Disney expected from one of its core properties. This is a massive problem. Marvel has always been guaranteed box office royalty, but in the current climate, that guarantee is slipping away, and even a well-received movie is struggling to find the necessary ticket sales to justify its massive budget. But here's the paradox, and this is where it gets interesting. The critical reviews for this new Fantastic Four, they are genuinely positive. The movie is good.
For years, we've been waiting for a decent Fantastic Four film. We've seen the abysmal results. We had the 2005 version, which was fine, but critically forgettable. We had the 2015 version, which was, let's be honest, a complete disaster that almost killed the franchise before it started. Because of those previous failures, the expectations for this new film were incredibly low. We went into this expecting the worst, maybe hoping for a pleasant surprise, and director Matt Shakman, along with a fantastic cast, delivered the goods. Critics are calling it a faithful, heartfelt, and visually beautiful adaptation of the first family. We finally have a good Fantastic Four movie. But here's the rub. Good isn't enough. In the current MCU landscape, with blockbuster budgets soaring and audiences facing what we've been calling superhero fatigue, good does not translate to billion-dollar box office. The audience has become fatigued by the sheer volume of Marvel content, and they are demanding more than just competency. They are demanding a spectacular event. A good movie isn't enough to get the casual moviegoer off the couch and into the theater, especially when there's so much streaming content available. So why did it fail to live up to the financial hype? We're looking at a few key factors. First, the lingering ghosts of the past. The previous Fantastic Four films have completely poisoned the well. Despite Marvel's name on the project, the general audience still remembers those flops. The reputation of the franchise was so low that it created a self-fulfilling prophecy of lowered expectations. Second, the lack of a clear, massive threat. We've been living in the shadow of Thanos for years. While the new Fantastic Four film introduced its characters beautifully and teased us with the mighty Galactus, maybe it lacked the immediate world-ending stakes that drive people to the theater on opening weekend. And finally, superhero fatigue is real. Audiences are discerning. They are demanding quality, and they are being selective about what they spend their money on. While this Fantastic Four delivered on quality, it didn't deliver on the essential box office spectacle. This is a massive wake-up call for Disney and Marvel. They have successfully brought the Fantastic Four into the MCU with a good movie, but this isn't enough for a $500 million plus film. They need to find a way to translate critical reception into commercial success. The box office performance of Fantastic Four is the biggest challenge facing the MCU right now. Behind the scenes, it's not all doom and gloom though. After this video, check out our last video, which breaks down Kevin Feige's emergency plan to inject some much-needed adrenaline into the failing studio by fast-tracking Avengers vs. X-Men, which is now going into production. In the video, I break down why they have opted for this change now, and Marvel's new financial plan, which will be effective immediately, and their agenda to truly shake things up to ensure they dominate the box office, and most importantly, the DCU. Jesus, Franny. What do you think? Did the Fantastic Four live up to the hype, and are you willing to go back to the theater for a second viewing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay on top of this evolving story, hit that like button, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and ring that notification bell. We'll be tracking these numbers closely. Thanks for watching.